Originally created for military use, this device was later adapted for rescuers and firefighters. Its concept is straightforward. It sprays water mixed with an abrasive material at a pressure of 96 atmospheres to quickly break through barriers. The power is impressive. A wall 2 bricks thick can be cut through in just 30 seconds, and it can pierce an airplane fuselage or tanker hull in only 10 seconds. After clearing the obstacle, firefighters can use the device to extinguish fires with a fine water mist, which is very effective. Additionally, the system is compact, costs about $155,000, and can even be mounted on pickup trucks, making firefighting efforts more mobile and ready to use. Their innovation centers on tidal power, providing 100 kilowatt turbines built to operate for around 20 years without disrupting ship traffic. The team is prepared to work globally and already has customers, including an order for 15 turbines from Nova Scotia in Canada. The Connor K3 amphibious helicopter is another impressive feat of Italian engineering. It can take off from and land on water, aiming to blur the boundaries between air and sea. The helicopter features 2 electric water jet engines that allow it to cruise at 15 kilometers per hour on water. Other highlights include the TK250, a 250 horsepower gas turbine engine combined with a 90 horsepower electric motor. It runs on diesel fuel, and its stability on water is improved by side fins that automatically adjust as needed. Compared to massive cruise ships, this vehicle might look small, but it's driving the future of water mobility. Meet the Jet Capsule, a fast, nimble, and highly adaptable boat from the well-known Laren design studio. It can be powered by a 640 horsepower V8 engine, reaching speeds up to 64 kilometers per hour. The cabin is fully customizable. Need a tourist shuttle? It can seat up to 13 people. Looking for something more luxurious? Check out the Hypersport layout, featuring night vision, a bed, and a dining area. You should check out the Leitner Conchs. This innovative idea is the result of a partnership between the Italian company Leitner Ropeways and the Slovenian firm ILAF. Their engineers got creative by taking a cable car and mounting it on an electric wheeled platform. The vehicle moves at a speed of 43 kilometers per hour, carries 10 passengers, and operates fully autonomously. The goal is to bring the advantages of cable cars into city settings. For example, passengers won't have to switch between different transport modes when traveling between stations. This could be especially helpful in cities like London and Barcelona, which already have passenger cable car systems. City planners in many other places should definitely consider adopting the Leitner Conchs. Waves SE Tray is the largest helmet diving program worldwide, operating across 5 continents. It's an enjoyable activity for everyone, from kids as young as 8 to seniors over 96. Even if you don't know how to swim, you can still walk along the ocean floor. The helmets allow you to wear glasses or contact lenses inside, and people with disabilities can use special chairs to join in. The length and depth of the underwater experience vary depending on the location and equipment, but it usually lasts around 20 minutes at about 4.5 meters deep. The helmets either connect to a surface compressor or have their own oxygen supply. In Spain, adult tickets cost roughly $75, while tickets for kids are about $64. Love coffee but hate waiting in long lines? Check out Cafe X, a high-tech cafe with a super-fast robot barista. It can make up to 120 cups of coffee every hour. The coffee is handed out using a smart system. The closer you are to the cafe when your drink's ready, the faster you get it. Cafe X is also compact, making it perfect for places like shopping malls or airports. Customers order their drinks through a mobile app. But here's the catch. If no one grabs their coffee within 6 minutes, the robot automatically pours it out. Remember how much fun jumping rope was as a kid? Maybe you even set a few records. Well, jumping rope isn't just a playground game. It's now an official sport with a world championship that started in 2023. Soon, robots will be part of the competition too. One robot named Penta X already made it into the Guinness World Records by jumping rope 170 times in 1 minute. But that's still not enough to beat humans. A student from China, Alpatayaya, managed an impressive 388 jumps in the same time. Mantis proudly earned its place in the Guinness World Records. In 2017, it became the largest rideable hexapod robot in the world. This massive machine weighs 1.9 tons and stands almost 3 meters tall. It moves slowly but steadily. Its 18 hydraulic actuators are coordinated by a Linux-based computer, and it's powered by a 2.2-liter Perkins turbo diesel engine. Interestingly, Mantis can also be controlled remotely via Wi-Fi. An engineer who worked on nearly every Harry Potter movie helped design it. Maybe that's why Mantis turned out so impressive. Next up is the tiniest humanoid robot in the world. Surprisingly, it wasn't made by a team of scientists or engineers, but by a student from the Nagoya Institute of Technology. His name is Mitsuya Tatsuhiko, and he's already earned a spot in the Guinness World Records. What's really impressive is that the previous record was held by school kids from Hong Kong, who built a humanoid robot 14.1 centimeters tall. Tatsuhiko's creation is a true miniature, only 5.77 centimeters tall, about the size of a credit card. The team at Kia Aerospace has set some bold goals with their latest innovation. Introducing the Kia Atmos Mark, one New Zealand's first solar-powered stratospheric drone. With a wingspan of 12.5 meters and weighing 40 kilograms, this UAV can even launch from the roof of a car. Right now, it can fly for 16 hours, but future models aim to stay airborne for several months. Remarkably, it can reach altitudes up to 15 kilometers, higher than commercial airplanes. The Kia Atmos Mark I is built for aerial photography, offering a more affordable option than hiring a pilot and more convenience than traditional methods. Push past your natural limits, explore deeper forests, climb taller mountains, and break new speed records, say the makers of this exoskeleton. While it's not quite like Tony Stark's suit, it comes at an affordable price of $300. With this exoskeleton, you can work more efficiently, travel longer distances, and feel less tired. It supports up to 30 kilograms of weight and can go up to 25 kilometers on a single charge. You can even reach speeds of 20 kilometers per hour, not fast enough to outrun a bear, but definitely quick enough to leave slow hikers behind. The exoskeleton, including 2 batteries, weighs just 2.4 kilograms. Xiaomi has ambitious plans with its smart factory. The Chinese tech giant aims to revolutionize high-tech manufacturing by automating the entire process. They've already opened 2 factories where robots assemble cell phones without human assistance. The Changping Smart Factory boasts the capacity to produce over 10 million devices annually, a huge leap compared to the previous facility's output of just 1 million. Notably, all the equipment inside the factory is also made by Xiaomi. The robots there build Xiaomi's 14, 14 Pro, and 14 Ultra flagship models, with testing areas also fully automated. It's clear Xiaomi is pushing the boundaries. And it'll be interesting to see how competitors like Samsung, Apple, and Huawei respond. Some footprints looked strange and out of place, maybe left by Bigfoot or the person wearing these one-of-a-kind shoes. A designer from Germany mixed 3D printing with stories about cryptids, creatures from modern myths, to create this unique footwear. The shoes are made mainly from TPE polymer, the same material used for phone cases and the soft grips on toothbrush handles. One great feature of these shoes is their thin but tough parts. Even at just about 1 millimeter thick, they can handle harsh weather like intense sun and rain. To make these shoes, the designer used the CCH S2 SLS printer, the very same printer Daimler uses to produce spare parts. Solar energy is becoming a vital source for drinking water, particularly in areas where fresh water is scarce. Solar Water Solutions is designed for these regions, operating almost entirely off the grid by generating its own electricity. Setting up solar panels on a beach is all it takes. The compact desalination units fit into a single container and require minimal space. The creators of Solar Water Solutions are proud of their impact, having helped a hospital in southern Madagascar and farms in Antigua and Barbuda. After all, what better power source is there than the sun? Electric cars were everywhere in 2021, and with the right infrastructure, it's possible to produce many more vehicles. The key is having enough charging stations in place. The concept is simple: swap a used battery for a fully charged one, which is cheaper and much faster than waiting for a full recharge. In about 10 minutes, the swap is complete. A network of these stations can be set up across a city within weeks. The best part? These stations are fully automatic and compact, needing space equal to just 2 parking spots each. It's definitely smart to start building them as soon as possible. In the United States alone, there are plans to invest $39 billion in charging stations by 2030. Priced at $500,000, Chinese startup Engine AI is quickly catching up to Tesla. While Elon Musk's company is still fine-tuning its Optimus robots, with the earliest sales predicted around 2026, Engine AI has different plans. This Chinese startup aims to build and sell over 1,000 units of their humanoid robot, SEO-1, by 2025. SEO-1 moves almost like a human, reaching speeds of about 2 meters per second, and runs on electricity. A full charge lasts 2 hours, and there's a quick battery swap option for added convenience. The robot is powered by processors from NVIDIA and Intel and uses AI prompts for better performance. Are you ready for a big change in the humanoid robot market? On July 20th, the world witnessed another groundbreaking innovation: the Kawasaki hydrogen engine motorcycle. The renowned motorcycle manufacturer Kawasaki unveiled their first model featuring a hydrogen-powered internal combustion engine. The prototype conquered the Suzuka circuit, demonstrating it can keep up with its gasoline counterparts. However, this hydrogen-powered motorcycle is slightly larger in size, as the chassis had to be extended and widened to accommodate the 998 cubic centimeter engine with direct hydrogen fuel injection into the cylinders, along with several substantial fuel tanks. The project kicked off in March 2023, and within just 16 months, engineers managed to develop and test their creation. Now, the key question remains: where can you refuel this Kawasaki? The Robot BMS 1000 is the world's first robot designed to learn and play golf. It combines AI algorithms with an advanced data collection system, making it not just a player, but also a coach. By analyzing a player's performance, Robot BMS 1000 can offer tips to improve their swing. It can even demonstrate shots from famous golfers, giving you a peek into the sport's history. Want to give it a shot? The Robot BMS 1000 is also a fun addition to any event. Book it for a corporate gathering and get ready to impress your guests. Guinness World Records recognizes Korobo as the first robot to travel to the International Space Station and the first robot to communicate with humans from 414 kilometers above Earth's surface. When sending Korobo to space, experts wanted to see if a robot could provide emotional support during missions. After all, if we ever travel to Mars, having someone to talk to would be a big help. Later, a mini version of Korobo was made available to the public, designed especially for drivers. When linked to a car system, the robot even congratulates the driver after a long trip. If Grandma isn't climbing Mount Everest with her grandkids, it's probably because she hasn't yet discovered Mogo pants. These pants come equipped with a motor at the knee joint, making it easier to climb stairs or mountains. The creators promise that Mogo pants are both comfortable and stylish. Crafted from ultra-light carbon fiber, the motor transfers energy to the leg through an adjustable cuff, ensuring a perfect fit for anyone. Mogo pants reduce strain on the thighs and hamstrings, activating when support is needed and deactivating when it's not. With a battery life of over 3 hours, they provide confidence for long hikes, and the simple interface makes adjusting the power a breeze. Soon, experienced climbers will be marveling at Grandma's confident stride. Generating electricity from waves is a simple idea. Changes in pressure on a membrane create air movement that spins a turbine. The results speak for themselves during tests in Portugal. A 40 converter setup produced 60 megawatts of power. It seems the authorities agree, as the team was invited to join the Europe Wave program, which focuses on wave energy, and received funding from the European Regional Development Fund. So what can we do with all this energy? Imagine the team at Yoli has gained over 200 patents, with their products used by more than 18 million people. Supported by big investors like Alibaba and Goldman Sachs Asset Management, their specialty is robotic car washes. The demand for this niche is huge. Yoli's creations are already operating in 171 cities across China. The team keeps pushing forward, and just last year, they made their car washes 20% cleaner and 32% more energy efficient. Their Alpha series now includes a high-precision system that detects car shapes and drives the cars 96% more accurately. Thanks to their compact design, these car washes can easily be installed in small spaces. The Vayu 1 robot might make an excellent psychologist in the future, but for now it's focused on making store deliveries. It listens carefully to staff, follows them around to gather items, and then heads out to deliver to hungry customers. Instead of knocking on doors, it simply leaves the packages in the driveway and speeds off to the next delivery. The developers merged two previous innovations, the V-Sense and V-Drive, to create the Vayu 1. Though it's equipped with AI, touchscreen controls, and a futuristic design, this delivery bot isn't cheap, but it's certainly turning heads. H1V 3.0 claims to be the fastest full-sized Android robot worldwide, moving at a speed of 3.3 meters per second, almost 12 kilometers per hour. But H1V 3.0 isn't just fast on flat ground. It can climb stairs, dance, and even jump. Plus, it can carry loads up to 30 kilograms. Sounds like the perfect delivery helper, right? When Google Glass first came out, people weren't sure what it was for. The design looked odd, the battery didn't last long, and it was hard to find a clear use for it. It didn't really catch on, even with Google's own employees. But that was 10 years ago, and now there's a comeback. Introducing Even Reality's G1 augmented reality glasses made for everyday use. They look like regular glasses, but come with features like GPS navigation, voice recognition, and an AI teleprompter. Each lens combines a normal lens with a display, so you can get them with your prescription. The antenna and battery are built into the arms of the glasses, giving about a day and a half of use, plus extra power for 2.5 more charges. They cost around $746. It will be interesting to see if these glasses become popular or end up like Google Glass. It's built to handle nearly any task, including logistics, patrolling, reconnaissance, photography, and more. The O3 version can carry up to 100 kilograms, features a brushless motor, and operates in temperatures ranging from 60 to -20 degrees Celsius. While it's not the fastest, reaching a top speed of 5 kilometers per hour, it makes up for it with 20 centimeters of ground clearance and the ability to climb stairs and slopes up to 30 degrees. Plus, it has a low center of gravity and a sturdy suspension system, much like a tank. At a price of $250,000, LG's Healing Me massage chair blends space-age technology with everyday comfort and peace. South Korean engineers have crafted a chair that offers 6 different massage styles, featuring special spheres that move in 6 directions. All settings like speed and massage zones can be easily adjusted with a remote control. The design is carefully planned, with smooth edges that maximize comfort and reduce injury risk. The headrest, thigh, and back cushions are removable, and the chair is more compact than traditional models, fitting smoothly into any home or apartment like regular furniture. When LG's chair was showcased on a television show, it became a hit among viewers aged 30 to 40, causing sales to jump 60% in just 1 month. The concept for the morphing wheel was inspired by liquid droplets, with the design team agreeing that its flexible structure was ideal. They began work on bringing it to life. At its core, the wheel consists of an elastic honeycomb connected by wire spokes to a central hub. The length of these spokes varies, causing the honeycomb to either stretch or compress. On flat surfaces, the wheel takes on a round shape, while off-road, it adapts to match the contours of obstacles. During tests with a wheelchair equipped with these morphing wheels, the chair was able to surmount obstacles nearly 1.5 times the wheel's radius. The wheelchair, weighing 120 kilograms, moved easily over uneven, grassy terrain. It likely won't be long before this innovative technology makes its way into SUVs. How long does it last? About 3 to 4 hours per charge. So, how big is the wind energy market? In the United States alone, 16 states get at least 10% of their electricity from wind power, and there's still plenty of room to grow. One project from Spain stands out because it features a floating design that can be scaled up easily. They're currently testing a prototype and figuring out the capacity for future full-scale models, aiming for 15 megawatts per turbine. This project has already secured millions in funding from the European Union and has teamed up with Inxi, a company linked to the Iran-Oman gas pipeline. These gloves are offered to corporate clients and use compressed air technology along with hundreds of tiny micro actuators to make virtual objects feel real, matching their size and texture. They work with software like Unreal Engine and Unity and can be customized if you know C++. Available in 4 universal sizes, the glove's power supply is portable enough to fit in a backpack. They cost $5,500 with an extra subscription fee. Former Apple employees Bethany Bonono and Imran Chaudhry have taken on the global smartphone industry with their startup, Humane. They've just introduced their first invention, the AI pin. Weighing only 50 grams, it attaches to clothing with a magnet. This tiny device is equipped with a microphone, camera, and projector to display information right on your hand. Controlled by gestures, it runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor with the Cosmos operating system and connects to Microsoft and OpenAI models. Some journalists are even calling it a potential smartphone alternative. The AI pin can answer questions, find information, take photos, translate text and speech, send messages, and play music. Priced at $699, there's also a $24 monthly subscription fee for a phone number and cellular service. Thank you for watching today's TechNew video. If you find these technological inventions useful, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to see more shocking content. Share your thoughts about these inventions in the comments section below. See you next time.